Now the borders have reopened to foreign tourists. Many guys, after 2 years of online dating, are planning to now fly to the Philippines to meet their Filipina girlfriend for the first time. Whilst this is a very exciting time, no doubt it's also rather a nervous time for many. In this video, I'll take much of your worries away and give you some good tips so you don't make some very common mistakes that many foreign guys simply don't know when they visit the Philippines for the first time. Just quickly, if you're searching for a Filipina and are not sure where to start, then why not check out my affiliate link in the pinned comment and description of this video to the Philippines' #1 dating site, Christian Filipina, where it's free to join via a basic membership and view tens of thousands of beautiful Filipina profiles right now. So into the video we go, and it's always a great idea to have some Filipino pesos with you when you arrive. You can order this online prior to leaving your country, and it will save you the trouble of looking for currency changing shop when you arrive. Although they are easy to find at the airport, but sometimes they can be closed while the operator is taking a lengthy break. You can be sure that having local currency will make it hassle-free to find a taxi or Grab to take you to your hotel. And if you haven't paid for your hotel room online, then you'll have the cash ready to fix up your account at reception. Now, speaking of airport taxis, especially in Manila, you need to be careful not to get scammed. Whilst the vast majority of taxi drivers are very honest and decent, there are always some looking to make extra money from foreign tourists, and I believe with the reopening, this will be more prevalent than before. So before getting in the taxi or putting your luggage in the boot of the taxi, be sure to confirm with the driver that he'll have the meter on. If he won't do that, then don't accept the ride and find one that will agree to your request, or even better yet, find where you can organise to be picked up by a Grab. I've found Grabs a great value in the Philippines where I've never had an issue, and you can easily download the Grab app on your cell phone upon arrival. Now, talking about cell phones in the Philippines, you can take your phone with you and get a new Filipino SIM card with a local number whilst there. But the problem can be if you lose your phone, or even worse, if someone steals it, then you can be out of pocket for a rather expensive phone. So what many guys do is they buy a cheap phone soon after arrival. It may only cost them $40 or $50, and then they get a local SIM card, along with some load, or what we may call credit, and if you ask the person who's selling you the load to put the credit on the phone for you, then they'll gladly do so. Now, what you need to realise about kissing and affection with your girlfriend is that the Philippines is far more conservative in this area than in your country. Now, some Filipinas are more conservative than others, so don't assume she'll be happy to race into your arms at the airport and give you a big kiss on the lips. My suggestion is to speak with your Filipina around public displays of affection prior to going to the Philippines, and in particular what she's comfortable doing in public and what she's not. If you guys are on the same page, then you won't embarrass her or yourself on your very first meeting. And just a word of caution, be sure to be very respectful around her parents and family when we're talking about public displays of affection. Things like kissing on the lips or putting your hand on her thigh will be seen by many as disrespectful. My next point is, never assume that she wants to or is ready to race off to the hotel with you to sleep together upon your arrival at the airport. Remember, whilst you guys may have been chatting for a couple of years online, things can be, and often are, rather different when you're staring each other in the face. Many Filipinas will become rather shy at first, and us foreign guys can wonder what is wrong. But rest assured, she's just adjusting from an online relationship to now a close-up and personal relationship. And the worst thing you can do is to place expectations on her of racing off together to the bedroom. My best advice is to allow things to develop at a pace that's comfortable to the both of you. That way there's no pressure or worries, and reassure her that you're happy to enjoy each other's company at first. Another thing to be aware of is that it's very common for most Filipinas to want to show off their foreign boyfriend to all her family, friends and co-workers. For some foreign guys, this can be a little overwhelming, but just know it's her way of showing to you and everyone that she's proud to be with you. So just smile and go along with it and enjoy meeting the people who are important in your girlfriend's life. Meeting her parents can be a wonderful experience, but be sure not to take advantage of their hospitality and generosity. You'll find the family will do all they can to make you feel very welcome, and they do this not because they think you're rich, but because Filipinos on the whole are very much this way. Simply, it's their way of welcoming you into their country and into their family, which is a wonderful thing. Often they'll put on a big family feast to welcome you, but you must be so careful not to offend them if there's local food on the table that you don't like. Most families will be aware of the differences in the foods that we eat, and your girlfriend may have already spoken to her family about the foods that they can prepare that you will eat. But if they offer you something like chicken feet, intestines or pig ears for example, and they're not your cup of tea, then just decline politely and say something like that you're full and you really enjoyed the meal. Many Filipinos can be rather sensitive, so being around her family, we must be aware and always be as polite as possible, as they'll no doubt do towards you. What you can do to show your appreciation is to buy some drinks for everyone, or even pay for the cost of the feast. Even though they'll most likely say no, just explain to them that this is how you show your appreciation. But if they insist, then accept their wishes, and perhaps another day you can treat them to Jollibee. For all you guys heading to the Philippines to meet your Filipina girlfriend for the very first time, I wish you all the best, and I know things will be amazing. Be sure to let me know in the comments what your plans are. And if you're looking for more valuable information and tips around meeting your Filipina for the first time, then check out my playlist on screen now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.